Top of the top of the top. Just getting in the green with perfect strangers. I am your host with the most Daryl. Got the legend Wendy Corey, my co-host. What's good with you?
Hey man, not bad. Not a great day of gambling for me yesterday, but we had a good day of basketball in the association though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was some good games there yesterday. So yeah, lots to talk about, man. I watched that entire. Usually don't sit for an entire game, but I watched that entire Phoenix Brooklyn game, and hey, Harden played, man. Honestly, there's a couple swing points in that game, man. That block by McGee, borderline
Yeah.
goaltending, kind of
That
sparked
wasn't
a goal.
goaltending. That wasn't goaltending, Corey.
It started to come down a little bit. But either way, man, Devin Booker's that guy, man. The fact that he's not starting in the All-Star game, I mean, for Andrew Wiggins, man, it's kind of
Yeah.
embarrassing. But
Yeah.
it is what it is, man. But yeah, no, good day. We got a good day of basketball today too. So
It's a little better card. It's a little better card, man. Hey, what you think about real quick, because it is a sports show. What you think about Brian Flores' lawsuit, bro?
I think the NFL's in trouble.
Yes.
One, that the fact that the NFL put out a statement saying that the claims were unsubstantiated like 2 hours after the lawsuit was filed means you were waiting for this.
Yeah.
And the guy's a good football coach, man. He's not going to blow his. Obviously, he's done. He's not coaching anymore.
Really?
I don't think so, man. You're gonna have a hard time by the time this plays out fully. We're talking a couple years here, man. And then it's what team's gonna trust you. Now, if he wins the lawsuit, I mean, absolutely. But
Yeah.
as of right now, they're gonna try and blackball the guy. So I just don't think you take that stance unless you fucking know I'm gonna win this thing. You're not just shooting from the hip with your coaching career, like. So I think he's. Well, we all know it exists.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We can't lie about it. I mean, they put all these things into place and they're just like bullshit. Oh, you got to interview 2 coaches and okay, you interview 100 coaches. You're still going to pick the guy you fucking wanted to go with. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
so look, I wasn't that upset with his firing. Honestly, I thought they were underperforming in Miami with all the talent that they had. I had no problem with the guy being fired, but I think he's going to win this case though.
Yeah, I tell you this, man. I was talking with Guy on Couch about this because he's a football nut. And Guy on Couch, man, he always makes me put on my tinfoil hat, right? But it's funny how it looks like the elusive quarterback that they're talking about is Tom Brady. And this lawsuit is probably what made Tom Brady retire, right? It's almost like one of those things to where Tom was kind of waiting to see where this news would go. And now when all this shit hits the ceiling, man, when this shit hits the fan, a lot of names are going to be dropped. And I think you might have Tom Brady as one of those names. It's almost reminiscent of Peyton Manning retiring. Now, mind you, he was throwing ducks at the end of his career. He couldn't even throw the ball past 30 yards. But when that news came out about those steroids or whatever being shipped from overseas, and he was getting it mailed to him in his wife's name, that got covered up really, really quick. So really curious to see how this goes, man. Really, really curious. But yeah, on the start of Black History Month, we got some black action. Brian
All the
Flores.
time, they knew what they were doing when they released the case, man. There's no point in releasing that thing on January 30th. Like, they're gonna hold it until February 1st. Like, this shit's gonna make way more fucking headlines on fucking February 1st.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Yeah, they know what they're doing. His PR team's good, man.
Yeah, they real good. They know it's gonna cause them. They know they're gonna re-talk about this Rooney Rule, ruffle a little feather before the Super Bowl, man.
And then speaking of PR teams, man, we got the Washington Commanders in full effect now.
What is that, bro? What is that?
I have no idea. I don't even understand like the last two. So we have the Cleveland Guardians in baseball now, and we got I thought the names used to like represent something in your state or city.
Yeah.
What the fuck do the Commanders? What does that have to do with Washington? Like, I don't understand.
Maybe
Not in
military,
Washington,
man.
D.C.
Well, it's military. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, man. Shit is wild. All right, man. About last night. As shitty as the card was, there was some good ball last night, man. So before we even go forward, I just want to say good morning to everyone who played last night, for the exception of the San Antonio fucking Spurs. The San Antonio Spurs. So good morning to everybody, except for you, San Antonio, except for you. First game of the night on that slate was Nolans at Detroit. Turned out to be a pretty decent game. I was kind of watching in and out of that game. Brandon Ingram got ejected. Didn't matter. They won 111 to 101. Did you watch that game at all?
I caught pieces of it. Pistons had that game in hand till Cade went to the locker room.
Yeah.
That was a big loss for them, but they had that game.
Yeah.
New Orleans poured it on late without him on the floor, but hey, I didn't watch too much of it, man. We had two bad teams playing.
Yeah, two bad teams. We don't do that. We do not do that shit. Next game, Washington at Milwaukee. That number hit, right, at 11.5, easy, 98 to 112. Miami at Toronto. Good game, man, down the stretch. Good game down the stretch. Miami lost 106 to 110. Another good game down the stretch, bro. Saw that alt line, man. That was, man, it was tied up with 3 minutes, a little over 3 minutes, right?
Yep.
115 to 126. That Miami loss and Chicago win has now made Chicago in first place, right? Chicago is now in first place. Game of the night, if you ask me, for one team, and that was Minnesota. Denver goes Minnesota. They lose 115 to 130. Don't get it twisted. Don't let that score fool you. They were out of this game a long ass time ago from the start, bro. From the start. Minnesota just poured it on them. Just shooting threes out of nowhere, man. Shooting threes out of nowhere. At Chicago game, Orlando game, that was like a dunk fest, bro. That was a dunk fest.
No defense was played in that
Jesus. Game. Yeah. And then Golden State played the team, I will not even say their name. They beat them with their reserves. Hold my beer, Memphis. Hold my fucking beer. Jesus, 124 to 120. And then, yes, the nightcap. The game that I didn't give a fucking shit what the spread was, almost, honestly. I kind of got a little scared with the hard news, but I'm learning just to go with my gut, man. Suns is that team, probably the best team in the entire NBA, 111 to 121. So those were your scores last night, man. Pretty good games, really good competitive games. So let's get into tonight's games. First game of the night, Orlando Magic at Indiana Pacers. Line right now is Indiana -5. Total on this game is 224. No defense. Not a fucking piece of defense is going to be played out of these squads. There are some injuries here. I know Batazde is out, right? He was out yesterday. Sabonis is out again indefinitely for his illness. Brogdon's still the same. Brissett. I think Orlando's pretty much got as healthy as they're going to get here, right? So if you ask me to pick a side, I'm not even caring about this damn game. I'm going to go with Orlando with how they've been playing as of late. They made it competitive with Chicago. I don't see how Pacers are going to come alive in this game. So maybe if you like Orlando, take them early. It is a back-to-back for them. Indiana's on the rest. Orlando is not going to play again until the 5th. So it's a long break for them, and they'll play Memphis at home. Indiana is going to play Chicago at home in the next 2 days. I tell you now, man. I tell you now. I don't care about this damn game. Who do you like?
Yeah, I would be all over Orlando had they not played last night in a, like we just said, a really competitive game, regardless of that score. They were tied 3 minutes to go and just kind of got blitzed by a couple threes there late. But they fought hard. So off the back-to-back scares me a little bit here, but Indiana is sliding fast. I think they just put Sabonis back in COVID protocols, I believe. So he's going to be out for a couple games here. Brogdon out still. Levert's, a great little prop bet guy right now because he's just kind of doing everything for that Indiana offense when he's on the floor. But I think they're 4-14 in their last 18. They're just not playing good ball. I'm definitely not 5 points to any team with Indiana right now. So I'm gonna stay away from this one just off the back-to-back. But I'm leaning Orlando here. Bamba should have a field day. Wendell Carter should have a good day down low against this team. So we'll see. But Orlando looked pretty good last night, and I think they can keep that momentum rolling here.
Yeah, man. It was 4.5 yesterday. Now it's -5. Fuck that shit. Next game on the slate, man. We've got Washington Wizards at Philly. At Philly. Line is now 10.5. Total on this game is 216.5. Money is surging towards Philly, and why not? Washington just got smacked by Milwaukee yesterday. Bradley Beal still ain't playing. Lines got to 11, as high as 11. There's not much analysis you need on this game, right? If the reserves of Philly can do it, you gave Embiid an extra break, right? Because he rested that game. Yeah. Korkmaz is out. Shake Milton is still out. And that's it. This team is healthy, right? So you're going to put Danny Green in there. You're going to put Seth Curry in there. You're going to put Tobias Harris in there, right? And Embiid to completely shit on a team that just played and got smacked yesterday. Head-to-head, Corey, Washington got Philly on the 17th, 117-98. You don't tell me this is a revenge game if I ain't seen one in a minute, bro. This is definitely a revenge game. I could only look Philly here. This is a large line. Usually I would say I'm not afraid of the line, right? But this is pretty large, and it climbed up there. I might have missed the steam. I would have easily jumped on this at 9.5. But now you got 10.5, maybe 11. I would look at some numbers into their first half scoring. I think Philly is not the best first half scoring, right? If I'm looking, let's just see really quick here. First half ATS. Yeah, 76ers, man, are under 500. They're 23-26, 4-6 in their last 10. As a matter of fact, the Wizards are dead last. I forgot about that. That's still been the same. They're 16-30. They ain't going to give it to you whether they home or away, right? So it's off a back-to-back. One of the worst scenarios, and shout out to Ski Prophet because he opened my eyes to that. One of the worst scenarios in basketball is a travel back-to-back, right? So you go to Milwaukee and get smacked, and now you're going to Philly. Take Philly early if you like them here. Philly's off the rest. They've got Embiid coming back here. Who do you like?
I love betting Philly. I've bet them a lot recently, and they fucking continuously fuck me over with these big spreads. So I hesitate a little because no team plays down to their competition like the 76ers.
Very true. Very true.
They come to play against the good teams, but man, I gave fucking 10.5, I think, in that New Orleans game. They win by 10. I think I gave almost 8 or 9 in that Sacramento game. They barely win it. And that Sacramento team had no Fox, no nobody. It was 103-101.
Mm-hmm.
Philly just plays down, but they are rested. Revenge game. They got everything going in their favor here. So I'm probably going to end up looking like Philly first half, first quarter, and hope they just come out motivated, jump on them early, and then I could give a shit what happens in the second half.
Yeah.
But they should go in here and smack this team, man.
Mm-hmm.
But Philly doing Philly things, I could see Washington keeping this thing close for some reason.
Just like Philly. Just like Philly. To wow you on their last game with their reserves and then stink up the building this game.
They play good against good teams, man. They bring their A game when they need to. But yeah, when they play some of these bad teams, they just not enough vets on the team or something. I don't know what to tell you. Like, they just don't come to play sometimes.
Next game on the slate, man. Charlotte Hornets at Boston. Line is -4.5, was -5. Total on this game right now is 220.5. 220.5. Looking at this injury report really quick here. and this is the official one as far as 8:30 Eastern time. You know, this injury report doesn't mean anything. 8:30 a.m. injury report doesn't mean a damn thing, bro.
Now these guys aren't even out of bed yet.
Yeah. So far, though, who we have out: Vernon Carey, Gordon Hayward, Kai Jones, Kaboka, Scotty Lewis, Jalen McDaniels, and Kelly Oubre being probable. It's being probable, right? Grizzlies, Steven Adams is questionable. I'm looking at the wrong game. Sorry, I looked down. As far as Boston, you've got Bol definitely out, right? PJ Dozier and Broderick Thomas. Boston played, man, a pretty decent couple of games here, right? We were on them heavy last game. I believe you and I both were. It was like, this is a Boston side against Miami, right? And they wound up getting Miami and beating them. 2-game win streak. They did beat New Orleans, did beat Miami. Besides that Atlanta loss, they would have been on a 5-game win streak right now. Charlotte Hornets, not so much, bro. In their last 5, they've only won 2, and they lost against the Clippers. Didn't even get to the century mark with the Clippers. Maybe you got some steam with Gordon Hayward here. I'm off this game for now. I got to look deeper into the numbers. But for right now, no play on this game. Who do you like?
I probably won't bet Boston here, but Boston is the side, man.
Yeah.
I think I'm letting the little run the Hornets were on there a while ago kind of keep me away from Boston, actually stepping on Boston here. But getting Oubre back is going to help a little, but still no Hayward. So that's big for this Hornets team, man. He's been playing good ball there. They haven't been playing great. They didn't play great against the Lakers. They got smacked by the Clippers.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're on a little skid here. Boston, though, man, they play some bad games sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, that Atlanta game they didn't show up for, and that Portland game I just can't get out of my head. They lose to Portland. It's been fucking like 2 weeks. I can't shake it. They fucking
Corey, man, you be taking shit personal, dog. You
lost to the fucking Trailblazers at home. I'm supposed to bet on you and trust you against other teams. Like
that was 2 weeks ago. So man, come on.
Hey, it don't matter, man. I can't. We're not shaking that one. So I'm not betting Boston tonight. But now Boston's the side here, man. They're playing good ball. Tatum's getting hot here. And, yeah, we're not seeing much out of Charlotte, especially defensively. So, I don't know. Maybe Bridges comes and has one of those games where he can take over. But, yeah, I'm off this game. Boston's the lean, though.
We off. Next game, man, Memphis at New York. Right now, total on this is 217, low-scoring game, right? Spread on this is home dogs. Memphis minus 3.5. Corey, I'm going to tell you right now, I don't give a fucking shit what the spread is. That's where I'm at with this. I don't know if you got it last night, but this is already an official play for me. But I don't give a fucking shit what the spread is here. And instead of looking at numbers, man, I'm just going to give you more of a narrative bet, right? I'm going to give you a narrative bet. And this is my narrative bet. You just got embarrassed by Philly in a game that you were supposed to win, right? You were 3.5-point dogs to a team that was supposed to have Embiid, and then you turn into the favorite. The line swings 7 points, and you lose. Mind you, it's in overtime. I don't care. You still lose. That was a game that you were supposed to take care of. Remember, this is the same team that had LeBron James get in his feelings and talk about, I don't play that shit because all they do is talk shit. That's all they do is talk. And you go there and you lay an egg. Second round game here, man. You go back home and face the Clippers. This game they're going to get up for, right? They don't play until the 5th. This game they are going to get the fuck up for. Give me Memphis minus. I don't give a fucking shit what the spread is. I might even take them first half, looking at a wire to wire. But for right now, Memphis minus 3.5 all day. No talking. Let's get back to winning. Who do you like?
Yeah, I already bet. I got Memphis minus 2.5 last night.
Yeah.
My fucking book wouldn't get it up fast enough for me to get the -2 that it opened at, which was just ridiculous. But yeah, I got them at -2.5. This is probably going to also be one my alternate line parlay. I'll probably end up taking a -8 or 9 here.
Yeah.
Man, look, Steven Adams is questionable. Outside of that, this team's healthy. And the Adams stuff hurt him against Philly. Drummond had 23 rebounds and absolutely dominated the offensive glass. Mitchell Robinson's not going to dominate this game.
No way.
No way. Memphis is long. I think they give Julius Randle problems because they're so quick.
They do.
So, yeah, I mean, outside of, that random scenario where RJ Barrett scores 30 here,
no.
The Knicks are going to get absolutely smacked in this one.
No.
So, yeah, I'm all over Memphis. I'm going to take them alternate lines with them. I think they run away with this one. But, yeah, I mean, I got to look. Is Memphis good in the first quarter? But they might be the trifecta play here for the
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They are pretty good, actually. They are pretty good. I want to say that they're third in the league, third or fourth. I'll tell you now. That's what I'm saying. This could be a trifecta here. This could be a trifecta. Just looking at the numbers, first quarter, they slumped down a little bit. They're 5-5. They're sixth in the league in first quarter, and they are second in the league in first half. That's why I jumped on the first half. But I'm telling you what about this game. What I like, honestly, and real quick, we've already talked about it. I was listening to a pod with Chris Vernon and Kevin O'Connor. The problem that you have with RJ Barrett is RJ cannot play against lengthy bigs. He can't play against long bigs. He has a problem with them, right? So I don't think that scenario is what the scenario is here. And that's why I say, give me Memphis minus. I don't give a fucking shit what the spread is. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Guy on the couch is like, I hope I didn't cut you off.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
We're good.
Yeah, we're good on that damn. I mean, is there anything? Do we need to replay the fucking interlude for that shit and go back and talk about Memphis? We are both in agreement.
Memphis is ready to roll.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. Next game on the slate, man. We have Cleveland Cavaliers at the Rockets of Houston. Line. Rockets +5 now, bro. You see where the money's going. You see where the money's going, right? Was 3.5 now. That is at 5. Total on this game is 218.5. So that's gone down a little bit. That line was 2.5 last night, bro. What in the fuck? What in the fuck? You know what I like? I like it when Cleveland plays away first quarter, first half. I do. What I like them at best is when they're dogs. But now you just know it's not too many more games where they're going to be dogs unless they go on a losing streak, right? So right now, Cleveland, and man, come on, bro. They are still first in the league. First in the league. Last 10, 6-4, first half ATS. Last 10, 6-4, first quarter ATS. Now, the problem with Cleveland is the first quarter, first half should be kind of an automatic bet. Right. But you got to know when to catch your spots because sometimes they get on these slumps to where they don't cover. This line is short enough to where if you're going to give me Cleveland Cavaliers -2 in the first quarter, I'm going to take that all day. I'm going to look deeper into the numbers, but my regular lean, Cleveland first half, first quarter. This is also possibly, Corey, a trifecta game. Who do you like?
I'm off this game completely. Cleveland looked like complete shit without Darius Garland.
Yeah, very true. But Corey, you think he's playing?
No, he's out.
Okay.
Yeah, won't play Wednesday. Yeah, gotcha. He's out again. They scored 93 points against the Pelicans, who put up no defense. I didn't like their offense, man. No guards. They couldn't get into their sets. They're really dominant bigs, but most of that's coming off the pick and roll action with Garland, who's been able to get in the lane, hit those guys in their spots. He's been on a tear. I think he's been averaging over 10 assists a game the last 15 games. Without him, yeah, I don't know. The offense looks stagnant. I could see this game playing under, even as bad as Houston is defensively. And yeah, if you're going to bet this one, I would step on Cleveland first quarter, first half, and they tend to blow some shit in the second half sometimes. But yeah, I got a hard time getting behind this team without Garland at the point. Rondo didn't look good either, coming off that injury. I think last game he had, he's super cheap in fantasy. I think it's $3,200 today. But what do we got here? 2 assists, 2 rebounds, 5 points on 2 of 7 shooting in that New Orleans game. Yeah, I'm going to stay off this one. No Garland, no play for me.
Yeah. Corey, man, you are a great guy. Plus no marketing also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which their size is going to dominate this game. I'm not too worried about their front court, but that backcourt really scares, especially when you're going against guys that are going to push the pace in Kevin Porter and, some of these guards here for Houston. You got to have a couple guards at least. Rondo's not running the floor with these guys, so you got to kind of decide what you want to do there. So, yeah, I'm going to stay off this one.
Yeah, our number one fan, man, James says he agrees, bro. He says, I agree. I agree. I think just by that, you might have even talked me off making this even a lean, because you are right. They look completely different without Garland.
And that New Orleans team had nobody in that game. No,
right.
They didn't have nothing. And
right.
93-90.
Yeah, didn't even cover the 4.5, I believe that was, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Corey, why do you think this line jumped then from 2.5 to 5?
That's what I was looking at. I was trying to see if there's any injury news on the Houston side, but it looks like everyone's going to go for Houston. Everyone that matters, at least. I think people saw a short line with Cleveland. Cleveland's the better team here. Houston's not good. Usually you see Houston -9, you know what I mean? Or +9,
right.
I mean.
Right.
So I think people saw the short line, hopped on it. Cleveland's, they're winning games. Even as bad as they look, they won that game against New Orleans.
Right.
But in Houston, I know everybody's down Kevin Porter's, throw it right now about talking shit to Curry.
Stuff, yeah.
Lost him that game, but I mean, if you think about it, though, it took Curry dropping 21 in the fourth there to even beat that Houston team. So, yeah, Houston's playing pretty okay basketball.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they're a pushover at this point in time, so I think this is a trap spot. I think their money's going to come in on Cleveland.
It has.
So people might get burned, man.
Yeah, I'm with it, man. I'm off that game for now. Then right now, it's not even. This is going to probably be a light lean. Next game, man, we have OKC at Dallas, right? OKC at Dallas. Line on this now is -12 Dallas. -12 Dallas. Total on this game is 209, so that's moved up a hook. Porzingis is out. THJ is out, right? You pretty much have, a decent team in OKC that's about to play a pretty great team, in my opinion, still, with the dogs they have on Dallas. And you give me 11 points. I remember these teams playing already before because they've played. This is going to be the 4th time they played. Dallas has smacked them every time. Every time they've smacked them. And they've covered the spread 3 out of those times. One spread was 11.5. That was January 17th. The other spread was 10, in which Dallas didn't cover that. They lost it by 1. Dallas -4 in the first game they played in December. They covered that by 19 points. OKC barely gets to the century mark, right? So I take that back. OKC's covered 2 out of the 2. So 2 out of the 3 they've covered. I'm just going to tell you now, I don't care about this game. I do not care about this damn game. Who do you like?
Yeah, I think the problem is I don't think Dallas gives a shit about this game either.
Yeah.
However, they are coming off that loss to Orlando. And that's not a great look when you're trying to climb. But this OKC team looked good, man. Everybody was, betting against them against Portland because they didn't have SGA, and they go out there and they smack Portland. even with or without SGA, the story all year has been OKC cover spreads, man. They cover big spreads. They don't win games. They don't win basketball games, but they cover spreads. I actually like Josh Giddey getting his opportunity to run the team with SGA out right now. I think the real deal, man. They got some young talent in OKC. They're fighting. Dallas got to be a little unmotivated here. 12-point favorites at home, probably expecting to cruise. You can only bet Dallas if you're going to bet this game, but I do think OKC keeps it close enough to maybe cover. So I'm going to stay off this game. I could even see it going under, even the 208's low number to begin with.
Absolutely.
Dallas plays good D, man. I don't think OKC comes near that century mark. So this game probably plays slow. I'll lean Dallas, but I'm not going to touch it as far as betting.
Yeah, I'm off this game too, man. I don't care. Next game on the slate, man. Brooklyn Nets at Sacramento Kings. Brooklyn Nets, being Brooklyn, still made Sacramento the home dogs. This line is Brooklyn minus 4.5. The line has gone down to 4. It's gone to 4, Corey. Total in this game has also gone down to 230, or gone up rather. I'm sorry, 231.5. Brooklyn just played last night, kept it pretty close for a little while. You were right on the money when he said James Harden would play, right? And he did. He put up some decent numbers, right? What was 22 points? What did he have? Did he have a double-double?
Yeah, I think he got there with 10 assists.
Yeah, he got there with 2 assists.
Man, he controls the ball too much, man. I got a hard time with their offense right now. Kyrie was cooking.
He was cooking, man.
Man, he had him right back in that game. In the fourth quarter. Harden comes back in, and Kyrie kind of just fades off to the wing, like doesn't touch the rock anymore.
Yeah.
I'm like, Harden, man, you just saw this guy running circles around the Phoenix defense, which is hard to do, man. They play good D, and Kyrie was just getting to a spot, man.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact they took the ball out of his hands, I didn't really like. But I already bet Brooklyn minus 4.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, look, you got to stop the skid somewhere. You got two all-stars on your team still, man. Sacramento, if Fox even plays, is going to be on a minutes limit here. I just don't think Sacramento's got enough. You got to figure Brooklyn's going to win this game. They got to stop the bleeding. You got to win something with Durant out. So I'm going Brooklyn here minus 4. They were competitive in the last 2 with Golden State and Phoenix. Sacramento's neither of those teams.
Hey, man. That's a lot of confidence. I don't even want to talk about the shit. You got a lot of confidence in Brooklyn. I think you're gonna crash with this train, bro. Trust me. Can Brooklyn win this game? Yeah. Can they cover the 4.5? I don't know, man. I don't know. Sacramento's on a break, right? Sacramento's a rested squad. They play tomorrow, so this is the front end of their back-to-back. That's at Golden State. So, I mean, that's not a really far trip. I mean, it's in Cali, right? This is like a train ride, just up north. I don't know. I don't know. With me, I'm off this game for now. But if I had a side to go with, I would probably still take Sacramento. Next game on the slate, man. Denver at Utah. Corey, you gotta talk this out with me, dog. You gotta help me on this one. I did not get this line at all. I know it's a back-to-back for Denver, but line right now is Utah -2. This was actually, maybe it's because of the schlacking that Denver just took, right? But here we are. Utah -2. Total on this game right now is at 224.5. So the total's gone down. Maybe someone sits here, right? I don't know. Maybe someone sits. As far as the injury reports go right now, nothing submitted by Denver just yet. And then you have Trent Forrest for the Jazz side, who is questionable. And then everybody else is out, man. Right? Rudy Gobert is out. Daniel House is out for health and safety protocols. Joe Ingles is probably gone for the season, right? Donovan Mitchell's got one of them jumbo concussions, dog.
Mm-hmm.
He must have had like 2 or 3 concussions on that one concussion. I don't know. And Hassan Whiteside is questionable. You know, he's got a low back strain. I'm telling you, bro. In spite of Denver playing last night, you could at least make this game a pick 'em, right? There's no way that Utah Jazz should beat Denver, especially right now, how bad Denver lost, right? Not unless you're going to have somebody sit on the Denver side. The way I come to think of it is if Denver hadn't lost as bad as they did, as a matter of fact, I think they started resting starters early that game, right? So if Denver wouldn't have lost as bad as they did, then maybe I could see them sitting someone here, right? James is like, fuck the points. Give me the money line, Nugs. Pfft, bruh. I couldn't talk you off that at all. Help me understand this, Corey. What is it about this game that you think Utah should be the favorites here?
They beat them last time pretty bad. Outside of that, I mean, but we had Mitchell in that game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty funny too. I also asked, I was like, man, why do these NBA concussions take longer than football concussions? Some guy responded, it's because football players already have CTE, so fuck it, just put them back in there. And I was like, you know what, you might be right, man. Mitchell might actually care about his mental health, so maybe he's gonna fucking take his time. But
yeah,
look, you got no Gobert, no Mitchell, no Ingles. Whiteside's questionable with a back injury. I'd be shocked if that guy played.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna run out Pascal at center against the Joker. Denver should smack these guys up, man. But can Utah even score at this point with who's on the floor? Like, we know Clarkson's going to just, I'd like to see what that guy's over-under on three-pointers is tonight, because that guy's just going to chuck them up.
He's going to chuck it. He's going to chuck it.
That's also a guy that just don't care. He could be 0 for 17. He's chucking next time down the floor.
Yeah.
That's the way he plays ball. I'd want to see the initial injury report just to make sure Denver's not sitting guys here. But also, I don't think you can sit guys here. You just got smacked up.
You just got smacked. Right.
You give yourself some leniency on this back-to-back. They didn't really play big minutes. So I'm all over Denver here, man. I haven't bet it yet. Utah's very, very bad as of late. I think the only team they beat was Houston.
Yeah.
In this recent span.
Bro, well, in the last 10 games, it was Detroit and Denver. That's the teams that they've beat. After that, they lost it. Utah's lost to everybody.
Denver's got to be the side here, man. Denver first half might be the side here, especially off the back-to-back. That way, if they fatigue, you're not kind of on the hook for it.
Yeah.
I don't know what Utah's going to bring to the table down low for this Nuggets team. So,
yeah.
If Whiteside plays, I guess they got a body out there, but he doesn't want to go that far from the basket against the Joker either. So
he's just.
I don't know what Utah's going to do here. I think Denver's the side, man. And if the injury report looks fine, I'm going to step all over it when they actually release their report.
All right, man. Yeah, we both are in agreement. Denver is the side. Next game, man. Portland Trailblazers at the Lakers of Los Angeles. Line on this right now is Lakers minus 3.5. Total in this game is 225.5. Let's see, 222.5. I'm sorry. Hey, you must have people with Laker fatigue, bro, because this line ain't moved. This line ain't moved in either way, man. It's at 3.5. People are like me, man. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm just tired, bro. I can't, man. 3.5 to the Trailblazers. Trailblazers right now, as of right, if we look at, let's go back to the injury report. I know the Lakers, Anthony Davis probable. Doumbouya, he's a 2A. LeBron James doubtful. Malik Monk probable. Kendrick Nunn is out. Portland, everybody is out. Anthony Simons probable. Yusuf Nurkic probable. CJ Ellaby questionable. I don't care about this game. I don't even want to cap it. I have not looked deep into the numbers at all. I don't even want to cap this game. I'm probably going to have to cap it to find an angle. If I'm just going to blindly take a side, you're going to go with the Lakers, right? You take Portland early. That's the way you do it, right? You take Portland first quarter. And from there, I don't know how this game would go. But the Lakers getting 3.5 points, I'm surprised the number hasn't even gotten to 4.5, because it would seem like, as bad as Portland is as of late, right, that Lakers should be the automatic team to bet on. Looking at them head to head, if I'm looking at that, they already played on the 31st of December. LA got them 139 and 106, and they played on November 6th. Portland got them 105 to 90. So this could go either way. Either way, right? But I don't care about this game. I'll watch it. But I have to look deep into the numbers here. I just might take Portland first quarter. I believe that's the look. Who do you like?
Yeah, I like the Lakers here. They're just hard to bet on, man. Since AD's been back, they've just had a tough schedule. And it's just kind of been one of those things, he played against Brooklyn. They lose that game. Or no, they win that game by 10. Then they play Philly. They get smacked up there. At Atlanta, they lose, but Atlanta was playing good ball at the time. Portland doesn't have anything for him. They don't have anything for AD. I got to figure the Lakers are going to win this game. It's really tough to trust it, man. I think they could win it wire to wire. I know Portland's good first quarter, man, but this Laker team should just outmatch Portland. Man, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say here on this one. Lakers are the side, but you got to really you got to trust that team, man, to actually bet on them.
Yeah, I got you, man. I got you. Yeah, I don't have a play here. I don't care about this damn game. Let's get into our leans.
Hey, yo, I woke up, I'm not dead, smoked up, got out of bed, gotta see the green, otherwise I see a lot of red, watching what I say around some of y'all.
The only lean I have right now, I think you even talked me out of it, one of my leans, so I'm going to scratch that out. Only lean I have right now is Denver first half. That's the only lean I have right now. Denver first half. Who do you have for your leans?
Yeah, I'm with you. I got the Denver first half lean here, and then a slight lean on Philly first half and a light lean on Boston here, full game. But not sure if I get there on those.
Oh, I take that back. My other leans are going to be the trifecta spot. So Memphis first quarter and Memphis first half as well. And first half. All right, official picks.
Hey, yo, I woke up, I'm not dead, smoked up, got out of bed, gotta see the green, otherwise I see a lot of red, watching what I say around some of y'all.
Yeah, man, the only pick I've made official as of right now, and that is Memphis minus 3.5. I don't give a fucking shit what the spread is, bro. What do you like?
Yeah, I got Memphis minus 2.5, and I got Brooklyn minus 4 locked in already. I'm going to be looking at that Memphis trifecta once I don't have the first quarter number yet, but once those come out, I'll be jumping on those as well.
Yeah, man. BK, you're a believer, brother. You are a believer.
I got to get this one done, man.
Yeah. All right, man. That is the show. This is Getting in the Green with Perfect Strangers. Make sure, if you haven't already, like, subscribe, tell your mom about it, tell your dad about it, tell your neighbor about it. Make sure you tune in, man. We try to give you something good every morning. 5:30-ish. We try to give it to you, man. Turn notifications on. We out here.